Bullshit.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
You better go.
He stays in my mind.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck.
Daddy, chill.
Oh, you gotta give him that.
He stays in my mind.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck.
Speaking of back.
You're the kind of woman
that I could give a lot of game. As much as you retire, love. Well, maybe you don't have to ask. And I'd give you love. Hey, that's
You know what they say. See a broad to get that booty act 'em. Leg her down or smack 'em.
If I can get a quickie in.
You serious?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Cuddy said can't hang.
Oh, stewardess, I speak jive.
Oh, good.
He said that he's in great pain and he wants to know if you can help him.
All right, would you tell him to just relax and I'll be back as soon as I can with some medicine?
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
What it is, Big Mama? My mama raised no dummies. I duck a rap.
Cut me some slack, Jack.
He stays in my mind.
Calm the fuck down.
Yo, one of my snow brothers already greased the wheels. We are already in the money business of the night. Yo, thank you, my snow brother. Goss 85 is officially in the band. Appreciate you, dog. You know it's a love thing.
I told you, I'm a man of my word. Where's the Italian?
Appreciate you exporting with your wallet, my G. Absolutely. You already know we get down out here. M Love, what up, boy? Y'all already know. Other snow brother already in here. Yo, Couch, what's up? It's Friday, dog. Shaking off the week, man. You know what this is. Oh, my banner stopped. Let me run the banner again. You heard? Work week cool off, bruh. I know some of the brethren still at work, finishing up. Do that. Get that dollar, you hear me? Don't let the dollar get you. Peace, power, and prosperity to the village. Gang, you already know what we are here to do. You come here, you see your friends, your family, and your crew. He and I, him, Slim Trim, and I'm built to win. Granny's baby. Numero uno. Flaca fuerte. A real McCoy that brings the ladies joy. I'm humbled to be able to be here with y'all once again. One more show that we could wild out, talk some shit, have some fun, cool off the week. It's gonna be too much of a cool off. Still gonna be spooky shit. Still gonna be some bullshit. But we built for it, yeah. We got Big Messy in the building. Big Couch, Goss, Big Reaper, Tree Star, General, stopping through the town square. Y'all already know it's a love thing. Do what y'all gotta do. Have no fear, ladies. Kick up your feet and relax your hair. You know what to do when you pull up in here. General. It's all yours from shots to beer. You heard? Dude, Becky, what's up, mama? How you been? Hope all is well. Clearly you've been busy. Clearly you've been busy. That's good though, so we all make that money. Big salute to you. Hope all is well. Chase that dollar, girl. Let the dollar chase you. We got a Kendra vid. I got some crit. Thanks to Reaper. Messy. Before you go to bed tonight, we need to sit down. We need to call and have a prayer conference for that boy IG. That boy IG something else. That boy IG something serious. Just a quick 5-minute prayer. I think that'll do it. I think a 5-minute, couple of Hail Marys. Get that squared away real nice. Probably not. Not because prayer don't work. Because he a damn heathen, that's why. He's a damn heathen. That's the reason why. That boy IG off the chain. What do you have to do? What have you done in your lifetime for this to be your story? You know you didn't do some bullshit in your lifetime. For a cat to hawk you down, steal your wig piece. Some bullshit in it. He did some bullshit in his life. But you know what it looked like to me? It looked like he the store manager, right? It looked like he the store manager for real. And what happened was he did something to them cats. Them cats ain't forget him. He came back for his little ass. He looked like he dressed like a store manager. He don't look like he dressed like a regular person. That just slide in through the, you know what I'm saying, pick up some groceries. Can't show that one. That one's wild. Show this one. Cat was calm. Yeah, he did something, G. He did something for sure.
Looks like you're going to. What do you got shoved in there? Nothing. You've got nothing shoved in your pants right here. I can see a bulge right there. That's not normal. That's not normal. What do you have right there?
I'm gonna ask you just a non-criminal question. This is my. Did you poop your pants? Yes or no?
Well, I'm getting ready to.
No, please don't. No, I think you didn't ready literally. Yeah, I think you did.
We were past tense.
Oh, my life, literally.
Can I make my phone call? Do I have rights? Can I make my phone call?
Who you gonna call?
Huh?
Who you gonna call?
Yo, mama.
Rose, what's up, girl? Every time I see your name, I think about that song. So just get used to it. Tell hubby we ain't boo loving or nothing. It's just a FDNHT thing. It's a village thing. You heard? There, you should be your lonely hour alone on the sea.
Grab her. Grab her. Grab her. Quit filming. Grab her? What are you talking about? I feel good. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Like I know I would. I feel good.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, man?
Why are you so happy back there and I'm taking you to jail?
Hey, man, look, I'm so happy, boy. When you're taking me, I got 24 hours away from my wife, man.
Oh shit. I ain't know that. I expect that one. That was good. That was good. That was good. That one was good. All right, let's burn the Kendra G video. Having too much fun over there. So good. Does it make a difference? Kind of. I guess it kind of made a difference. That man said, "You taking me? Shit, I get 24 hours away from the old." Damn, she must be a hellraiser, boy. When you want to go in a joint with a bunch of hard legs, she must be a hellraiser. She must. Is that Mr. Messy in the back? Is that Mr. Messy? Messy. We got questions. We got motherfucking questions. Let's check out this Kendra vid and see what's going on. Angry. It's a question. We allowed to ask questions. Jesus Louise. It's fucking week work cool off, not fucking week work turn up. Fuck. It's the work week, cool off. Chill, relax. Let's check this one out. Can't remember the title of this one. Hold on, I'll tell you the title. Where is it? It's in here. Title is She is Fine, School Bus Driver, also comedian, no kids, never married, be fit and love to laugh. That's her requirements, is be fit and love to laugh. All right, cool. Check it out. Turn the speed up. And we locked in. Run that. About to be on some bullshit. It's about to be on. She already got piercings in the face. Look like a few in the ears. We're gonna see.
I gotta get rid of somebody. Leosha. Okay, you're Leosha.
Leosha. Okay.
Singles, the dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. I have your head cut off, but the fact that you got good lights, I appreciate this so much. You're not about to curse me out. I don't got time. You're not about to curse me out. No, you can't. Ready, girl. I love it. Okay. Okay, you got the phone saved. There we go. So it's Loisha? Leosha. Oh, Leosha. Mm-hmm. Leosha. Almost like I want to do the Brandy song. Mo to the into the. There you go. There you go. Okay, Leosha. Yeah, Leosha. Do you have any kids? No kids. I got a cat. A child in cat form.
Read Pink, what up?
A cat and say it again? A child in cat form. A child in cat form. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, a child in cat form. Leosha, no kids, a child in cat form. How old are you? I'm 30. 30. All right, and what do you do for a living? I'm a school bus driver, a content creator, a comedian, a host, a dancer, a model, actress. I do it all, but my 9 to 5, I'm a school bus driver. Okay, so I got a school bus driver, a comedian. What else? A content creator. Content creator. Anything else? Actress, model, dancer. I was gonna say you a fine school bus driver. Oh, thank you. Actress, dancer. What kind of dancer, girl? You know we got the.
She better own the bus. Oh no, that don't work. Right.
That's that on my show. Oh, I just danced. Not a stripper. Never stripped before. I tried when I was 18, but it didn't work out.
How you go from never? All right.
But just dancing. Praise.
You never danced before. You tried when you was 18, but okay.
Dancing. Sometimes. Oh, you're a comedian. I was gonna say, how did you try to be a stripper? So like I said, I'm an actor and an actress, a model.
I applied for this place called John Casablanca's modeling and acting agency. They told me I was too short to be a runway model. So they said I can act. I needed the money. And I was working at LA Fitness. And this girl was a stripper. She took me to this place. It wasn't what I thought. And that was my first time. So yeah.
First time. Okay.
Good. I'm glad you clarified that.
All right.
That makes sense. Trying. It means you had the thought of it though. She didn't just take you there. She didn't kidnap you and take you to the shake.
Leosha, no kids, 30. Okay. We got the backstory. So we got Leosha, no kids, never married, actress. Oh, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Okay, she got a lot of jobs. Her main job is a school bus driver, actress, dancer, comedian, content creator. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I'm looking for a kind man, an intelligent man. I didn't want to come in here and be like fine, tall, dark, handsome, because you was gonna say, girl, everybody wants that man, girl. So I didn't want to do that. So someone's kind.
I mean, you could want him too if you want him.
I'm gonna slow this down. Just catch exactly what pace they really talking at.
No, I don't like girls. No, I don't like girls. No.
Who asked you if you like girls?
Somebody in the comments. I'm here for guys, y'all. Someone kind. If you have children, please don't let it be more than 3 children. Yeah, someone sweet to not just me but other people. Because women like when their man is mean to them or mean to other women. I don't like that. So.
Okay, you want a man? I gotta put my charger in. So be nice and kind to other people. Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Please, your eyes have to be here. Okay, don't let one eye be over there, one eye be over there. Be presentable. I am into fitness, so fitness is my lifestyle. So hey, lyrical. So be fit. I'm not saying be Dwayne Johnson, you know what I'm saying, but have a healthy lifestyle.
Have a healthy lifestyle. Okay, have a healthy lifestyle. Okay. So should he make a certain amount of money?
No, as long as he can provide for himself and his family already. If I can be an addition.
She wouldn't take on Trin. She don't got none, but wouldn't take on Trin.
I don't want to be a bill to a man. So no, he doesn't. As long as he can budget correctly and pay his bills and do all of that stuff, I don't need a man to pay my bills. It'd be nice, but I don't need a man to pay my bills.
You don't need a man to pay your bills?
No.
Okay. All right.
The question is not needing. All right. Let's stop. Let's stop. Everybody comes on here and says they don't need. The real question is, do you want the man to pay your bills? That's the question. All this I don't need makes sense. You're an adult. You're 30 years old. You should be self-sustaining. Makes sense. You don't get points for being an adult. And it shit just goes on for too long where they get points for being adults. I take in my kids. Well, you fucking made them. I didn't fucking make them. You fucked. You got popped. You took the 9-month special. You went to the hospital. Had the child. You're supposed to. It's your responsibility. You don't get points for that. You pay your own bills. You signed a fucking contract with the cell phone company. You're supposed to pay the bill. The water company, the rental, the mortgage, whatever it is. You sign those contracts, those people. That is your personal finance. You don't this thing where you just doing what you're supposed to do and being self-sustaining, self-reliable. You can rely on yourself to do what you need to do on an everyday basis, take yourself to get yourself down the road in life. Okay, you're supposed to do that. But let's ask the question about what do you want? Too much times we keep hearing this talking out the two sides of their neck all the time. Clearly you're here because you want a man. So when you have this man, what do you want this man to do? You already said you want a generous man. Kind? I think you said kind or generous, whatever word you use. But what does that mean then? I think they need to write down these things before they speak it, so they can sound intelligible. You don't need, but you want. You be mad at man, it doesn't take it to big. Exactly. Exactly. I guess she answered the question that was asked. But I really do think after having this much data, Kendra should have the ability to update the questions. With all the data that she says she has, she should be able to take these baseline questions, and if you have 5 baselines, I think she has like 5 or 6 baselines. She can have 1, 1A, 1B, 2, 2A, 2B, to make the conversation actually a spider web into all these different angles, right? But I guess you're just getting baseline stuff. I'm trying to get the gist. I kind of get the gist of the show, but there is no. The question should be updated at this time. If you have a question bank of 10 questions, you could modify throughout those 10 questions based on the answers that you're given. But I guess she does that. According to what she gets, I guess she does that. I'll be fair. I guess you do that. I just don't like that Zodiac question. I guess you do modify. That's my fault, Kendra. My bad. That's on me. You do that. I'll be honest with you. You do that.
Let's do the Kendra Kim. Let's see this fit body.
Ooh, child. Leviticus, get up. Your mama's.
Oh, you can tell you in shape just by the arms.
I'm a little hot, y'all. You gotta.
Yeah, you like you're in great shape. You got some tattoos. You like you in good shape.
Yeah. This is.
Ooh, okay. Do you do like fitness competitions?
No.
Okay.
She's talking about something.
All right, you look good. Okay.
She's definitely
So
talking about something.
Leosha, right?
Yes, Leosha.
She's talking about something. For sure. She's definitely talking about something.
When was your last relationship?
My last relationship was last year.
Last year. Okay. Last year. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I prefer not to.
I kind of don't like that question. Right? Kind of don't like that question. It's the same. It's almost sitting in the same boat as how many bodies you got. To me, from where I see it at, you kind of get into somebody's, especially this early too. It's when was the last time you got popped? Is like, damn, you know. So respect for her for not answering the question and keeping her modesty intact. She's pretty straight, to be honest. She got them piercings. She looked like one of them chakra poppers though. You feel me? Those bohemian types. She's not ugly. Can't really tell what her hair really looks like on a daily basis, but that's an everyday thing. So
okay.
Yeah, I don't like that question either. I don't like that. You see, this is where you can modify a question bank. If you get in the energy of a calm, simple, modest, non-304 type chick, just straight chill, you can remove that question. Because at that point, she'd want to discuss that with the person she's getting involved with. Right? I wonder what the psychology behind that question. To me, like I said, it sits in the same boat as how many bodies you got. To me. To me, it does. And let's say you look at those videos where you're talking about a 4x4, right? Our last relationship was 3 years ago. So you thinking the last 3 years she didn't get popped? You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like a setup. I don't like that question. I don't like that question. Not for nobody. Not for men. Not for women. But for nobody. That's you could fill that with a different question. A question of more substance. You know. That's just my opinion, G. And you feel me? That's my what you call it? A penny for my thought, right? So that's just what I think about it. I think it's a low level, kind of salacious, kind of invasive. You know, it's kind of invasive, to be honest. If we're being fucking honest, to ask somebody when the last time they got popped on the fucking broad and on national, international TV, right? Let's not act like that's not what the internet and streaming. Let's not act like that's not what it is. It is an international TV. It ain't national TV. That's international fucking TV. To ask somebody that question on the international TV is kind of invasive. It is. It is very invasive on somebody's privacy.
3 flaws you have to work on.
Patience. I have them written down somewhere. Patience. Listening, my listening skills, especially when men are talking. It's like I have them written down somewhere. Patience. Listening, my listening skills, especially when men are talking. It's like, dang, what? It gets staticky sometimes. So
But your disclaimer was that you're here for a man. You see why I don't review this shit? You see why I don't review this shit? You see why I try to stay away from this shit?
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Patience.
Great answer. Great answer. If you lack patience, you're probably impulsive, right? If you lack patience, you probably kind of have a selfish streak. Your time, right? Now, right? It's about you, probably main character syndrome, especially when she has all these acting joints. Modeling, it's about the model. Acting is about the actress. Everything's eyes focused on her, right? So it's kind of like serve me type deal. Stab in the dark. Take it for what it's worth.
I have them written down somewhere. Patience. Listening, my listening skills, especially when men are talking. It's like,
Look at Kendra's face. Look at Kendra's face. Even Kendra, like what? Even Kendra. What is it? Baru? Ruh-roh. Raggy? What is this? So go find a woman then. If you simply can't listen to men and it gets stuck. I hope she's joking.
dang, what? It gets staticky sometimes. So listening, and
Oh, she's not joking.
being more staying more focused when it comes to the things that I said I was going to do, like, you know, my plans and things like that. So patience, being focused, and what the heck did I just say? What was the second one? Kendra, I know better than you. I be forgetting too.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Things like that. So patience, being focused, and what the heck did I just say? What was the second one?
Squirrel brain. Squirrel brain. Can you be a squirrel brain and drive a bus? Is them kids safe? Is them kids in the safe hands? If you're a bus driver, it's a school bus driver, right? Or is it a metro bus driver? I think she's a school bus driver. School bus, right? Not city. School bus. Okay, thank you. Is them kids in there? Do we need to? Tell you she broke. What? She's a trip.
Kendra, I know better than you. I be forgetting too. You
That was good. That was good. That was good. That was good.
said patience.
Broke. Five broke. Hey, we don't got it.
You listening to a man.
There we go. Yeah. There we go.
Procrastination, maybe. Focused on things she says she's gonna do. Procrastination, focus. They could intertwine. They don't have to be mutually exclusive. What is it called? You lack focus. Yeah, you just squirrel minded. You could have one of them D's though. You smell me? One of them things they try to give all them black kids, black boys in school. That diagnostic they try to give, diagnosis. Sorry, try to give to them young black boys in schools. You could have one of those. Focus, statically. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Becky. Oh, so Becky, yeah. Becky knows what she's talking about.
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
A guy would be lucky to be with me because I'm sweet, I'm kind. I'm a treat your ass. I'm from Chicago. You didn't ask that. I'm from Chicago. Okay.
I like it. She got a good personality. She got a good personality.
I get down with the best of them, but I'm sweet, I'm kind, I'm very funny. I laugh your draws off.
I don't see where this being funny thing for woman is a thing. I don't know. I don't see it. It's so strange to me. I've never heard a man say they want a funny girlfriend. Never. Never heard nobody put funniness on a list of things that they want from. You don't have to be boring. You don't gotta be a stick in the mud, right? You don't gotta be just dry and what funny? Like, no, I never heard nobody hunt down funny. I never heard funny on the list. I do believe she's kind though. I do believe it. She has a good personality so far. Personality ain't shit. She don't got a dog shit personality. You can't say that. Can't say her personality is dog shit. Can't say she ugly. Can't say her body ain't smoking. I believe she's kind. I believe it.
You're back. So Yeah, I'm a fun person. I'm a cool person.
You're a cool person.
I believe
Okay.
that.
All right. And should he be in? Okay. Yeah. Oh, you live in Chicago? I didn't. You're right. I forgot to ask you. You're in Chicago?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want the guy to be in Chicago?
You don't have to be in Chicago. No, I'm learning to get with long distance, I guess.
Get with long distance. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. My phone will die. I'm trying to plug it in. Okay. Get with long distance. All right. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Yeah. I could dig it. I could definitely dig it.
I just said, Kendra, what?
Okay,
We just
I'm
talked
sorry.
about
I'm
that.
just trying to
We
get
just
this
talked
phone
about
off to
that.
die if I don't get this charger in it. Oh my goodness. All right, let's do it. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
Yes, it's my name.
Okay,
Leosha.
tell me your name on the app.
Leosha, Leeosha.
Hold on a second.
Yo, she burning Kendra Hughes up low key. This is funny. I like this. She got issues, but who don't got issues, right? After the display that we seen, this damn near top tier. You heard?
Second. Okay, so L-E-O, you said L-E-O?
Leeosha.
L-E-E, okay, L-E-E-O. Here she goes. Oh, that's a cute picture. I want to see this purse. Wait, hold on. I want to see your purse. That's a cute purse. Where you get that purse from?
A house, a Sheen. I'm a Sheen.
That's a nice purse.
My last name is not Jones. Thank you.
Okay, we see you, girl. Okay. This is Leosha, Leeosha. Leeosha. Okay. We got you, girl. Leosha.
Yes, my cat name is Leviticus. Yes.
Your cat name is Leviticus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's solid.
Okay, girl. Well, let me ask you this. All right, let's do it. So, fellas, you can shoot your shot and send her a message. And we have a $6.99 for the whole entire month promotion coming up. So y'all can try every feature inside the app. It's a Halloween special.
Mob, what up, G? Gang shit. You know what we on. She's solid, dog. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Got issues, but there ain't no major issue. The two issues I seen was being able to accept the man with 3 kids. That's a little weird, right? I guess her preference was if you don't have kids, don't have more than 3 kids. If you have kids, she want to be a part of their life. That's a little different. It's a little different. Her heart might be in the right place. I don't think her heart's in the wrong place. But shout out to her. I don't hear no disagreement, so I guess we all in agreement. For sure. The funniness, that's a little off. Men talking, that's definitely off. I think that's the biggest red flag ever. How you gonna call? How you gonna, right? How's it gonna work then? That man's telling you vital information and you just hear fucking, what's that cartoon? Womp, 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 womp. What's that? Peanut? Snoopy? Yeah, it can't. Because at one point, at just at one single point, it's gonna come off as disrespectful. Straight up. So I think she needs to get a grip on that one before she really, you know. That's just my thoughts. Simple shit. You have issues. I do got issues. I got fucking issues for sure. Ain't no shame in it. None. Not an ounce of shame. I got motherfucking issues. But if you look at this spread of, let's say, what Kendra provides, right? She definitely ain't no slouch. She top tier. She definitely top tier. Shout out to her. Hope she get what what she's looking for. Hope she fixed that issue though. That listening to men issue. That ain't going to work. It's gonna come up as disrespectful. And men are very keen on respect in relationships. So yeah. Maybe get some medication for your focus and all that stuff. If you need it. If you need it. I'm not diagnosing nobody with none. If you need it. Is it Charlie Brown teacher? Okay. Yeah. It's gonna come off as disrespectful at one point. If you can't focus or lock in. It's strange that it's with men. So there's an issue there with men, possibly. If it's not with women, it's specifically towards men, then there's an issue with men. Something's there. 30. At 30, you think you would have got on the ball, But she definitely has a free spirit. She's kind of like bohemian, pop locking, chakra popping. So more of those eclectic bohemian vibe type, which is ain't nothing wrong with that. People got their characters, right? Their characteristics and their personalities. That's what it really is. People got their personalities. A big shout out to her. Hope you get what you get. My fault, Kendra. You got shot for no reason, sweetheart. I sent one to you for no reason. My bad. You right. I was wrong. Have a good night. Appreciate the work. Stay at it. About to bang out of that one. Kill that off. But yeah. Everybody popped in the room and when they see Karen, they was like, oh, Trin about to get him. Who's about to go down? No, it's not. It's not. Far from that. I don't got time to be salacious and no. I don't got time for that shit. I've been cool and calm the whole week. Because it don't matter what the fuck we stay up here. Don't matter what. How much we put shit on the ruler and scale it. Put on the scale and weigh it. Break it down. Pull it back up. Somebody's still gonna run up in them shits. Somebody gonna still hit the DM. So it don't matter, G. Right? So I'm using it for a different purpose. I'm using it for a completely different purpose. Some of the wild shit is just wild shit. Yeah. Yesterday we had a couple wild ones. Definitely had a couple wild ones yesterday. But that's that. That is that for that one. About to get into the crazy shit in a little bit. Yeah, I think people came over here to party tonight. Ain't no party tonight, dog. We cruising tonight. Shit, chill. I know they got other people partying though. So do what you gotta do, you heard?
You got me fucked up! You gonna punch me? You gonna hit me? You gonna hit me? You gonna hit me? You got somebody else to call? No, please, please. What's the number? What's our number? What's our number? 707. Hey, you hiding my arm! You hiding me!
What the fuck is that? I don't think y'all seen what I'm saying. She's going to jail. What in the fuck is going on here? It gets worse from here, but this whole thing is fucked up. This whole scenario is fucked up. I don't know if y'all seen it yet, but this whole thing is fucked up.
You got me fucked up! You gonna punch me? You gonna hit me? You gonna hit me? You gonna hit me? You got somebody else to go? No, please, please. What's the number? What's our number? What's our number? 707. Hey, you hiding my arm! 707.
That would even look like a okay. That's all fucked up. That's all fucked up. All types of fucked up. That's the way he's engaging with her is fucked up from the gate. So who knows? She's holding items in her. That's all fucked up. Invite your girlfriend over for dinner to speed up the divorce. Absolutely. She was dripping to be a man. He said to lock her up. That shit was off, dog. Why did she have items in her hand? I don't know. I would know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in that scenario. But why she has stuff in her hand if he's engaging with her?
What is the problem?
English is the problem.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So right here is coming only people English.
Yeah.
All right, the Spanish people we can't come in here.
I didn't say that. I said
because you say done.
If you don't know how to speak English, why would you?
I'm telling you, I want one combo number 1 and I'm 2 jugger per 5. But I'm here and do John one's work. You see your face?
Mm-hmm.
You see your face?
Mm-hmm. Andale.
What'd you say?
Andale. Andale. Necesito. Go. You mad? Puta, get the fuck out of here. Necesito, go.
I didn't understand what she said. I did not understand what she said. I heard a combo. I think a number 1 combo. But the other part, I don't know what she said. I think like 2 juice or something. I don't know.
Okay, what is the problem?
English is the problem.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So right here is coming only people English.
It's only colored people.
English, yeah.
All right, the Spanish people we can't come in here.
I didn't say that. I said
because you say done.
If you don't know how to speak English, why would you?
I'm telling you, I want one combo number 1 and I'm 2 jugger per 5.
2 jugger per 5. What? What is she saying?
I'm here.
And a fire, a two. I can't even defend it, dog. Cause I don't even know what she's saying.
Out, you see the center of your screen topped out at about 45 miles an hour, being driven by a woman the Highway Patrol describes as extremely heavy set and wearing nothing but a pink bathing suit. 2 CHP units are right out. You see the center of your screen topped out at about 45 miles an hour, being driven by a woman the Highway Patrol describes as extremely heavy set and wearing nothing but a pink bathing suit. 2 CHP units are right out. You see the center of your screen topped out at about 45 miles an hour, being driven by a woman the Highway Patrol describes as extremely heavy set and wearing nothing but a pink bathing suit.
AI out of control, dog. AI just too dangerous. AI is way too dangerous.
Over Brand Boulevard right now. That is the suspect, an extremely large woman in a bright pink bathing suit on a horse, still traveling southbound in the northbound lanes. You can see drivers diving out of the way, patrol units right behind. Over Brand Boulevard right now. That is the suspect, an extremely large woman in a bright pink bathing suit on a horse, still traveling southbound in the northbound lanes. You can see drivers diving out of the way, patrol units right behind. Over Brand Boulevard right now.
That's why we need to pray for Reaper and his algorithm. That's why. All right, take a quick spin. We're about to get into the crazy stories of the night. We had the 1 hour joint. All right, cool. We cooking. We good. We're locked in. That's a powerful. Oh, shit. Yo, you already know what to do. Village gang. We need to take a look. We got 2 videos, right? Trying to figure out which one to play. Heads is the kids. Tails is the boyfriend. Heads is the kid. Tails is the boyfriend. All right, it's the kids. Close that one down. Doing a quick make it get the video ready. Just give me 1 second, player. You know how he does it? If it ain't YouTube, it's StreamYard. If it ain't StreamYard, it's YouTube. You hear me? But if it ain't them two, it's the damn internet. It just cut off. The whole screen just cut off. Easy. Here. Yo. Oh, I got no icons. The whole screen is blank. The whole thing is blank. I can't see anything. I'm telling you, I can't see shit. Evil Empire busy, huh? I ain't mad at you. Let me see. Is there a way that I can do this? Reboot the pages. I'm shutting this shit right now. Okay. Okay, cool. That one's back. Where's this one? Okay, come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. It's coming back. Slowly. It's in motion. It's in motion. Okay, it's coming back. I can't see shit right now, but it's coming by piece, like it's a digital blackout or some stupid shit. Let me try this. What the fuck is going? Yo, big call for peace. Okay, it's back. What do we get? Heads was kids. What was it? I think heads was kids. I think that's what we got. Oh my god. There's always fucking something. Alright, it's back. Turn the volume up. Not the volume, the speed up. We rolling. Thanks for hanging in.
About it. I really blame.
It was crazy how we know how we struggle using this shit. Everybody be like, we'll wait. We'll give us some time, see what's up. That's how you know we're in the same struggle. We just understand. It's just fuckery.
You motherfucking weak ass hoes for landing.
All right. I already watched this video. I give y'all some time to watch the video. Let me go block in on something for 2 seconds. Here.
Niggas motherfucking think they can play with real bitches.
We need multiple ambulances.
Kill them all. Those were the chilling words deputies say came from a mother, standing beside her own car, where she had shot 4 of her own kids.
Also tonight, a mother is accused of shooting her 4 children, killing 2 of them. The Brazoria County Sheriff's Office says the children were found yesterday at a gas station in Angleton after they say the mother called them.
Early one morning in Brazoria County, Texas, a routine patrol turned into a nightmare scene straight out of a horror movie.
We're doing first aid. We're doing everything we can.
Officers responding to a quiet gas station found 4 young children slumped in a car, 2 gone, 2 clinging to life. And right beside the vehicle stood their mother, 31-year-old Aminda Romulus, calm, detached, almost hollow.
Like, I'm sitting here trying to figure out, like, I almost got retarded on my motherfucking forehead. Like, niggas be thinking that bitch is clean.
When investigators asked what happened, she reportedly mumbled, "They're with the devil, they're dead to me." What could push a mother to something so unimaginable? This isn't a case of rage in the moment. This was something far darker. This is the story of Aminda Romulus, who lost her mind and shot her 4 kids for no apparent reasons. Hello and welcome.
Yeah, you heard correctly. You heard correctly and you saw correctly. There is nothing that I've seen so far from this woman that makes me think that it is a suitable human being to even speak to. I don't give a fuck how anybody feel about it. Everybody want to talk about this, that's the way they dress. Cool. The way you dress is how you present. I think they still lost on it, but they're not lost on it. You know what they think it is? If enough of us do it, then we can change the social thought about it. If enough of us do this one thing that's always been socially unacceptable, they're gonna just have to accept it. If we make enough noise about it, they're gonna have to accept whole fucking culture and whole life. I'm telling you, there's nothing about that woman that I just seen. I'm about to probably turn the fuck up on this one. Whoever came in the room in the last minute or two probably came at the right motherfucking time, G. I'm about to burn this motherfucker down. There's nothing about that woman, nothing, Noting, nothing about that woman that remotely comes close to what I would consider something I would talk to. I would walk right past it. It looks like problems. It looks like problems. Oh, Reaper, you already know what it is then. Shit's fucking wild. Back to it though. Like Kofa said, back on me, now it's back on y'all.
Welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories. Oninda Romulus was a typical young lady who was just like any other lady.
You can see the signs. What kind of hang ass nigga tell you, oh, you spend too much money on your nails and your goddamn hair and feet, you can be saving that money? Bitch, you go over there and tell them how to live.
This was a typical young lady who was just like any other lady.
You can see the signs.
What does this look like to y'all? This look like something you want to keep? Does this look like something you want to keep, bro? If your answer is yes, something is wrong with you. If your answer is yes, when you see this, you need a fucking sanity check. You need a gut check. You need to fucking get a ruler and realign your shit. I'm walking right past that. Matter of fact, like how messy I be talking about, it's the hair, y'all. I'm crossing the street, y'all. I'm running at the Waffle House, y'all. I'm crossing the street. You say, Trin, you the biggest punk. You the biggest box, right? You a BAN, right? A PAN, whatever you want to call me, dog. So y'all would be. I'd be a smart motherfucker. That's what I would be. Oh, you could see it. I don't know how y'all don't see it. I can't see myself walking in the same street with this lady and not wanting to cross the street. I'll be alive. Jesus.
What kind of hang ass nigga tell you, oh, you spend too much money on your nails and your goddamn hair and feet, you can be saving that money? Bitch, you go over there and tell them how to live her life. A bitch that don't call on it for nothing? How the hell you gonna tell me what the fuck to do with my money, bitch?
According to her profile, she was from Miami but lived in Atlanta, Georgia but was originally from Haiti. She went to Crim High School and studied political science at Georgia Perimeter College. Oninda had worked in so many organizations. She worked as caterer at Willie's Mexican Grill. She worked as a cashier at McDonald's and was also a package handler at UPS. Suddenly, she started rapping.
Cold nights, no lights, just dreams in my head. I push through the struggle while they all fucking dead. Mama pray for me, she say, baby, keep your head high. Now I'm moving mountains out, I'm reaching for the sky. They love around me, but I stay 10 toes. Trust you, I don't got no time for no hoes that I'm gonna lose. This is how the gang go. I ain't in my past, but it made me too. Diamonds in my vision, so I had to do.
After rapping, she became a tax preparer, which was where she made a lot of money, which she flaunted online.
Yeah, bankroll getting bigger.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll go show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Actually, she continued to activities, cops that she was only using that as a front.
I wanna hate this, I'll go show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Discovered by the cops that she was only using that as a front.
3 social security cards, 48 ID cards, and 16 credit cards, some having Romulus's name, others with different names in her photo. Many were in various stages of being made.
She was actually into fraudulent activities. Oninda had a boyfriend who she fell in love with. They dated for a while and she ended up getting pregnant. But because she was seeing someone else and believes that might be the father of the baby, she took them both on TV for a paternity that none of the men was the father of the baby. She continued seeing one of the men for a long time despite the national humiliation until he was convicted of trying to kidnap a prosecutor's father. So she found another man, had 2 more babies, but it ended again. Then she found this guy she had been posting lately. This latest one would be someone she had another child with. This child would be one of the kids she shot dead.
Anybody want to adopt a kid, yo? No? Y'all good? Anybody? It comes with clothes, a Nintendo, furniture, um, that's it. You good? You good, Reaper? You sure? I'll buy the ticket. Promise you. I'll buy the ticket. Boy, them churn, boy. Have mercy. My whole damn fucking cigarette done went out. Reaper, chill, bro.
She would post them together
sure?
to oppress her friends on social media. Unfortunately, that would end again when the boyfriend was arrested for murder. She was used to ending up with convicts at this point, but it started to weigh on her after 4 kids. She was getting fed up but didn't want to say too much, so she started posting cryptic messages on social media which indicated she wanted to live her life and won't let any child stop that. In one of her posts, she said, "This past week the devil has sent his minions to irritate and annoy me. I'm just glad I ignored them cause the way I'm heading it's jail or hell. Thankful, I've made it this far." She sounded like she was mad at her last boyfriend. She posted online saying, "I'm glad you learned your lesson. Please stop disrespect."
Dog. Let me. Remember back in the G, bro. I'm coming. Sound good? Guess who was back? Not being on hold. Slim Trin, y'all niggas should know. All right. Yo. Back in the G, dog. When you had a baby that you didn't want no more, didn't they say drop the child off at the fire station? For real though. Take the child to the fire station because the fire department has protocol to get the kids to orphanages. They have basically a good line of communication, a good system, right? You can still do it now. I know you can. I know you can. I know you can. But what I was going at, if it existed back in the day, then you know with the advancement now, right? Oh, you in the shadows? I got something for the shadows too. Y'all want to watch from the shadows?
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it.
Your big salute to the shadow ninja. You already know. Dog. Back in the day, you could simply take your child to the fire department with no questions asked. You drop off the child, you walk away, the fire department takes the child, calls what the number they need to call, and make sure that that kid gets to orphanage and gets cared. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they normally went to the Catholic houses, those Catholics that had the Catholic houses that had those orphanage setups, but not all Catholic churches had orphanages, right? That's what I'm saying. The specific ones that had those orphanage setups, then they had orphanage that were set up as real orphanages. It was things that you could do. There was avenues to take. You don't have to. You don't have to go to a 187 your child. That process was also there for what? Young mothers who did not want or could not or didn't have the resources or the ability to take care of the child. Not just I don't want them. I don't want to live this life no more. Life is hard. You cannot do it. We get it. This is a fail-safe for this child. So this child lives, a family that wants a child could also have it. You don't have to 187 your child. That's how you know this person is dead, stone, cold, evil. That was back then. Imagine the resources they have now. And I'm not defending orphanages. I'm not defending Catholic house. I'm not defending none of that shit. What I'm saying is this. If they had that type of setup back in the G, 2025, imagine what fucking resources are really available. Do Becky, that's exactly what I'm going at. There's families that can't do it the natural way. So their eyes and their hearts are set on just taking care of a child, raising a child. They're still doing the love, the raising, the care for, the guidance, those things. You don't have to 187 your child. That's how you know she's evil. She's fucking evil, dog. I hope she gets it 1,000 times, dog. For real. Remember when you play in Street Fighter and you pick up Kuma, right? And you give him the Raging Demon, and he says, die 1,000 deaths, right? That's what I want for her. I don't give a fuck how anybody feel about it. I want her to have 1,000 deaths for each one of those children that she took out of here. Straight like that. Don't like it, get the fuck from out of here. Don't like it, you don't have to lie down next to it. Don't care.
These women never know how tired they are. Other times she sounded happy and grateful. She again posted this message which reads, my gift to myself this year was a bigger home for me and my kids. My salon being finished and done the way I want everything. A car that fits all my kids comfortably. My land I bought to build my mini mansion in Haiti. The best gift I ever gifted myself was peace for 2023. In this video, she celebrated her kid's birthday.
Thanks.
She was killed by her own mom. Well, Oninda had shot all her 4 kids. When police arrived, there was a lady right beside the vehicle.
I fucking hate this bitch. Dog, I have a fucking child too. You think my child don't get on my fucking nerves? You don't think sometimes I want to go do some shit, but I gotta say, no, I can't because of my fucking child? That one that I sat down there and I fucked and made and sent the 9-month special somewhere? And we had a conversation about the 9-month special. We both agreed about the 9-month special. So now today that we on domino number 3 and I feel a little bit selfish, I fucking hate that bitch.
It was their mother, 31-year-old Oninda Romulus, calm, detached, almost hollow. When investigators asked what happened, she reportedly mumbled, they're with the devil, they're dead to me. In the backseat, 4 children, ages 3 to 13, each shot at close range. 2 were unresponsive. 2 still had faint pulses. Within minutes, EMS rushed the survivors to a hospital in critical condition. And as they worked frantically, one deputy asked her, who did this? Her answer, I told you. I killed them all. They airlifted 2 of the kids who still had pulse to a nearby hospital where they were put in a stable condition, but the other 2 kids died.
We are learning heartbreaking new details tonight about a mother accused of the unimaginable, shooting her 4 children and killing 2 of them.
This is a previous mugshot you're looking at of Oninda Romulus. Tonight, court documents revealing what she told deputies from behind bars. Anieli Ruiz is following the story, and Anieli, I know you spoke to the suspect's father tonight.
I spoke with her father briefly over the phone. He says they're still trying to make sense of it all. They had just moved to Texas in May without any family here. Tonight, court documents are painting a disturbing picture of what may have led to the deaths of 2 young children, allegedly at the hands of their own mother. 31-year-old Oninda Romelius is accused of shooting all 4 of her children early Saturday morning. Investigators say she drove nearly an hour from her home in Porter to this gas station in Angleton and then called 911.
We need multiple ambulances.
You can hear the officers' urgency as they uncover a tragic scene. 13-year-old O'Carroll Covington had been killed, and 3-year-old Amara Chappelle also died in the back seat.
We're doing first aid. We're doing everything we can.
Officers rushed to help the 2 surviving children, 9-year-old Kyle Romelius and 8-year-old Treviel Donner. Both were airlifted to Memorial Hermann Hospital fighting for their lives. Meanwhile, their mother was taken into custody, and what she allegedly told investigators is chilling. When asked why she called 911, court documents said she told investigators.
You're absolutely right, Rose. Rest in peace, for sure. Rest in peace, yo. Rest in peace. Let's have a moment of silence, Jay.
Instead of them doing it to me, I'm going to do it to them. When asked, do what? She reportedly replied, kill them all. She also told investigators she didn't call 911. She called the devil. She told detectives her children were with the devil. She went on to tell them they're dead. When asked what she meant by what she said, she replied, you can't take me without me taking you. It's unclear what may have pushed her to this point, but investigators searched her home in Porter, but haven't released what, if anything, was found. One car was towed, but digging into her past, Oninda has a criminal record, including arrest for DUI, drug possession, and reckless driving. And nearly 12 years ago, she appeared on the reality TV show Paternity Court, trying to learn who fathered her oldest child. Neither of the men tested turned out to be the father. Now she sits behind bars, accused of something far more serious.
The oldest who she went on the TV show with had died, and also the last child who she had for the convicted murderer had died too. Her 2 other children, ages 8 and 9, survived the shooting. 13-year-old O'Carroll Covington and 3-year-old Amara Chappelle had been killed. Police were not sure what could have pushed this mom to commit this senseless crime. Police had a briefing about the incident.
Yesterday, Brazoria County deputies responded to an unthinkable, unimaginable tragedy. This event has shaken our community, and we are all feeling the loss. While this remains an active investigation, I do want to share what details with you that I can at this point. Evidence indicates that the driver of the vehicle identifies as a 31-year-old Oninda Romelius. She's the mother of the 4 children involved. All 4 children have sustained gunshot wounds. Sadly, a 13-year-old boy and a 3-year-old girl did not survive. We are thankful to report that an 8-year-old boy and a 9-year-old girl are now in stable condition. We believe that the evidence shows that this tragedy has occurred inside of the vehicle and that Romelius, the mother of the children, is the shooter. At 4:48 a.m. yesterday, Romelius called the Brazoria County Sheriff's Office. When deputies arrived, they immediately began providing life-saving measures to each children until medical help could arrive. The 2 surviving children were life-flighted into a Houston area hospital where they remain in stable condition. Romelius was later arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, with a total bond set at $14 million. Romelius is a current resident of Montgomery County here in Texas, where Sheriff Wesley Doolittle is the sheriff there of Montgomery County, and he's here with us today. His office has assisted us with investigative tasks that have taken place there in Montgomery County. Our investigators, along with responding agencies, continue to collect and analyze evidence in this case in this ongoing investigation. I also want to thank the people of Brazoria County and our surrounding communities. The prayers, the messages, and support shown for these children, and also for the first responders involved in this, mean more to us than what words can express. It is impossible to make sense of a senseless tragedy like this, but we will do everything we can to seek justice for these children. I will now open this up for a few questions. However, before I do want to be clear that there are still many details that cannot be released. You mentioned that she called 911. There really is not. That is part of
Stuff in our release. Yes.
Even fraudulent activities, which explains the way she was able to afford her lifestyle.
In new this afternoon, authorities confirm a 5th child was not in that car and is still unaccounted for. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office searched Romulus's home in Porter looking for that child. Gage Golding is live on Spear Valley Lane just off the Grand Parkway with what investigators found. Gage.
Well, what they found is a criminal investigation of their own. And before we get into that, I want to say that they came out here looking for a fifth child. Now, her family actually just arrived here at the house minutes ago. They tell me that they don't know about a fifth child. They don't know about the 17-year-old that is supposedly being sought after. That could be the reason why that the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office has not been able to find or locate, as far as we know, this fifth child supposedly involved or could be involved in this incident. But the investigation that Montgomery County now has on their hands is because when they came here looking for this child, when they got inside, what they found is what can only be described as an identity theft operation. These are brand new search warrants obtained by KPRC2, and they tell a new story about Oninda Romulus, the mother accused of shooting her 4 children, killing 2 of them. Montgomery County deputies coming to Romulus's home Saturday morning, looking for the oldest child, a 17-year-old, who wasn't inside. Instead, when deputies broke down the front door, they came across what they described as an identity theft operation, something believed to be connected to another crime. In total, detectives finding 33 social security cards, 48 ID cards, and 16 credit cards, some having Romulus's name, others with different names in her photo. Many were in various stages of being made.
Some of her friends went online to take her side. One posted this: "Me and Nina spoke."
And he got the other fucking demons coming out the woodworks. I don't give a fuck what title you have in my life. If you got the soul to do this shit, dog, to innocent babies, bro, let the law prevail, son. I leave it like that. Let law prevail. I don't give a fuck if it's my brother, my sister, my auntie, my cousin. I don't give a fuck if you was my granny, my grandfather. I don't give a fuck. Let the law shake. Trust me. Pray the law is swift. Pray that the law is swift. For sure.
About a lot, and she never was stressed about her kids. She took very good care of them and never abused them. She went to Houston for peace of mind and better living for her and her kids. If she didn't love them, why would she sacrifice so much for them? Y'all fake-ass bloggers and crime junkies need to focus on your own mental health and kids instead of being nosy cause y'all not trying to help at all. Others believed it was because of something she was involved in. This one reads, "I have heard Haitian witchcraft. Whatever happened, this is so sad." Oninda Romulus was charged with 2 counts of capital murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Her bond totaled $14 million, $5 million for each murder, $2 million for each assault. The surviving children remain hospitalized, and prosecutors say they'll pursue the death penalty if she's found competent to stand trial. As of now, Oninda sits in a jail cell, awaiting trial, reportedly isolated, monitored 24 hours a day. And while investigators search for answers, one truth remains: no one can ever understand what went through the mind of a woman who once tucked her children in at night. This is the heartbreaking and haunting story of Oninda Romulus, the mother accused of doing the unthinkable to her own children. If you thought you'd heard it all, you haven't. Our sincere condolences to the kids. We hope and wish the best for the 2 that survived. Please stay safe out there, and we shall see you guys in the next video.
Once again, rest in peace to them kids. Speedy recovery to the ones that were injured, right? But look at the psychological effect these kids have to live with now. Not just a physical scar. Physical scars can be great reminders of psychological scars. She's done. She is done in Texas. Mentally screwed for life. Exactly, bro. Exactly, Kofa. You might have to tell somebody, but the person that brought you here was the person that tried to slide you out of here. Speedy recovery to those kids, man. Speedy recovery. I told you, it's bad. There's gonna be some bad shit. Gotta switch it up a little bit. Gotta shake it off. You hear me? Before we jump into the other crazy shit. Whew, deep brief, everybody. Woosah. Hey, get it, what you am. You ever see some shit that look like it hurt? And you just, golly.
Oh my god. Let go of me. I can do it myself.
Ah. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit.
Oh shit!
Nothing beats a jet.
Okay.
What is this, a package from hell?
Fuck did you? Varian, what's up? How did you get up?
Oh my god. Let go of me. I can do it myself.
Why she crumble like that, dog? Why she crumble on top of herself? Ah, fuck. How do they live without us again? They know. They it's some weird equation, some mystical science out there. I guess. Why granny malfunction like this, bro? Poor granny. Oh, shit.
Oh shit!
Nothing beats a jet.
Okay.
Yeah, what's wrong with y'all, bro? What is wrong with y'all? It was. Absolutely it was. Oh, shit. Your son will never forget the time that she got scared and left their little sibling in the street to fend for themselves. She said, fuck that. Whatever the fuck it was, I'm sliding. What is going on, bro? What is wrong with y'all? Something wrong with y'all, bro, for real.
This is the bathroom help.
Oh my God. I needed that one. I needed that lot. I don't even know what she's fuck it. Fuck it, bro. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Brenda. I have a question. Is there a correlation between gender and clumsiness? So are women more clumsy than men or men more clumsy than women? Or there's no science in either direction? Thank you. I had to ask. I had to ask. I had to ask, was there a correlation? Sorry. I hope y'all heard the response. So I thought it was are men clumsy too? I mean, I guess, yeah, because it's a human thing. I don't know. Clumsiness that come from like coordination, right? All right, I'll leave it alone. If you're coordinated, you tend not to be clumsy. You tend to be able to easily track your mechanics and your motor skills or whatever. Hmm. That's strange. They got LA Tech playing UTEP right now. Shout out to Texas. El Paso. You about to roll into the next joint. A little bit. Let's take another spin on IG. See what we got. Trying to see who fucking won the game. Louisiana Tech was fighting like a dog. This was a good game. I think UTEP just won. I think UTEP won this game. That's what it's looking like, at least. So y'all didn't hear the yeah, we already got the data. I guess y'all didn't hear it. Oh no, I'd have to spin it. I have to turn it on there. I forgot to turn on the AI. My bad, guys. I thought y'all was listening to the AI.
Yes. Okay. So Tyler, what you're doing, and this is for the audience at home, you are filling that crack up with cock. That's right.
Okay. So, I've put my cock in the crack. I'm standing there. Now what do I do?
Well, that's a common question. Watch. I'm going to use a little bit of pressure and work the cock into the crack with my index finger. Oh, you make it seem so easy. Wow. Anytime I'm around cock, it's a recipe for disaster.
It's true. I've known Gail for a long time and she cannot handle cock. But me, I love cock. Always have. It's amazing.
So how do we know when it's hard? The cock. Oh, you'll know just by looking at it.
Does blowing on it help?
It can't hurt. Now, Tyler, it looks like you may have used a bit too much there. No, you can never have too much cock.
They don't fucking with Jay.
Like this. Okay. So, Tyler, what you're doing, and this is for the audience at home, you are filling that crack up with cock. That's right.
Okay. So, I've put my cock in the crack. I'm standing there. Now what do I do?
Well, that's a common question. Watch. I'm going to use a little bit of pressure and work the cock into the crack with my index finger. Oh, you make it seem so easy. Wow. Anytime I'm around cock, it's a recipe for disaster.
It's true. I've known Gail for a long time and she cannot handle cock. But me, I love cock. Always have. It's amazing.
So how do we know when it's hard? The cock. Oh, you'll know just by looking at it.
Does blowing on it help?
It can't hurt. Now, Tyler, it looks like you may have used a bit too much there. Oh, you can never have too much cock. Like this. Okay. So, Tyler, what you're doing...
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Fair enough. See what's up.
Neighbors here say they heard 6 or 7 shots around midnight. Ma'am, what was it like for you?
Terrifying. I grabbed my kids and got down on the floor. It's too much.
And for you, sir?
Peanut butter.
All right. Well, neighbors here say they heard 6 or 7 shots around midnight. Ma'am, what was it like for you?
Terrifying. I grabbed my kids and got down on the floor. It's too much.
And for you, sir?
Peanut butter.
All right. Well, neighbors here say they heard 6 or 7 shots around midnight. Ma'am, what was it like for you?
Terrifying. I grabbed my kids and got down on the floor. It's too much.
And for you, sir?
Peanut butter.
All right. Well,
All right. Back to the fucked up shit. We still got 2 fucked up videos left. So I'm gonna flip the coin again. Main topic or boyfriend. Main topic is heads. Boyfriend will be. Main topic is heads. Boyfriend will be tails. Main topic heads. Boyfriend tails. That's bad. Okay. Boom. That's right there. Switch it over to here. Take a quick spin. Everybody could get your little refreshment together. Get your little rollies. Get your guards, whatever you need. Post up. Yeah, UTEP won. UTEP beat Louisiana Tech just now. That was a banger though. They went all five sets. That was a banger. Yes, hockey is on. Eastern, Xavier, Marquette. Let's see what Xavier talking about. Videos right here. Yeah, take a quick spin. 15 seconds. We'll be right back. By the way, if y'all haven't heard the good news, we came up with 556. It's in the banner. Damn, I ain't running the banner. This is what we came up with for the winter drive. You hear me? Appreciate everybody who donated. Appreciate all the support. All the support. Right? We got $556 for the blanket drive for this winter. That should help a good number of people, bro. That should help a good number of people. And with that type of bread sitting right there, we can actually, most likely, I'm thinking we could do the socks and the blankets. So let me give you all a round of applause. Gang shit. Did y'all hear this one now? Is it working now? Did they hear the round of applause? No, still not crossing over. Yeah, I did hear it. Hold on. Y'all heard the round of applause? I'm gonna play it again. It used to work fine. Now it's not working. I'm picking it up on the sensor. I don't know why it's not coming through. Jesus. I gotta get a tech support and see why it's not feeding through. If we all feeding through the same channel, I don't see why not. But either way, thank you, man. Appreciate all y'all. We're at 556. Yeah, I think it's 556. So we got some money. We could possibly get both a good set of good set of socks, and a good amount of blankets. So that's what we do as a village, right? When we have and we could do, we do. You smell me? Boom drop. Roll back into the vid. We lock. Let's roll.
He turn you on. Pick out a casket. And you like my man? He turn you on. Pick out a casket and your favorite church song.
Nothing makes me scared. Do you see my hands? Do they look like they're shaking to you?
I say,
No.
bounce that shit.
Jason was nowhere to be found for 5 days. He didn't show up for work, but his girlfriend couldn't account for his whereabouts when asked by his family.
You know what's real funny? People don't see the wrong in their actions until you do the same thing to them. Now you the villain.
But when Jason Bloomfield's teenage son and mother finally walked into his Fort Lauderdale shared apartment, what they found was unspeakable. Jason, dead, decomposing, shoved into a small bedroom with a couch jammed against the door. When questioned, she told one story, then another. She blamed a friend, she claimed he was cheating, but the evidence told the truth: GPS data, banking records, and digital footprints that all led back to her. She was cornered but still won't disclose what really happened.
Y'all are blessed to have me. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You are fucking blessed.
This is the shocking story of Vianita Linon, who killed her boyfriend out of jealousy and lived with his dead body for days before being caught. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories. Florida, known for its sun-drenched beaches, luxury yachts, and nightlife that draws millions of tourists each year. But behind the palm trees and ocean breeze, this city has a darker side. Violent crime, shootings, and unsolved murders have carved scars into its neighborhoods. In some parts of Broward County, residents live with the constant echo of sirens, where arguments can turn deadly in an instant, and trust can disappear just as quickly as the Florida sun. It's in this world, where beauty meets danger.
Baby, you can play with your taxes, you can play with your ass, you can play with your rent, but not me. Good day, my love.
Vianita Linon, age 37, was an interesting person.
Just to clear the air, I don't give a fuck about how nobody feel about me. Keep feeling it, bitch.
She had a very dark side to her. She regularly goes on to post dark things. Here are new.
And y'all want to stick y'all pipe in this shit? Does this exude love? Does this exude care? Does this exude compassion? It might look feminine, but does it exude femininity? But this is what y'all want to stick y'all pipe in. This is what motherfuckers is out here sticking their pipes in.
Numerous videos of her.
You like my man? He turn you on.
Look at them bottom teeth, dog.
Pick out.
Look at them bottom teeth. I don't think that's the filter. Yeah, it looked feminine. It looked girly. It looked that way. It presents that way.
A casket and your favorite church song.
Perfect.
Vianita was in a relationship with Jason Bloomfield, aged 46. The problem is that she is very jealous.
I just want to be held. I don't even care if it's at gunpoint, honestly, no shit.
It's 3 reasons why I don't like people asking me questions. Because I like to fight, and I like to fight. Leave me.
He complained about her jealousy, but she would not calm down. She let him know that it's her or nobody. Her jealousy was getting out of hand.
Hey, love. When you're just talking about you've been getting pipe reviews, right? Keep playing.
Jason was so worried, so he.
What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck Messi be saying? Grade A. That's what Messi be saying. Grade A. All right.
He let his friends and family.
Keep giving out the grade A.
Know the situation of things with him and her in case anything happened to him in the nearest future. That would not stop her from harming Jason.
At the end of the day, man, having a boyfriend ain't gonna work.
She kept posting dark things on her social media account.
Let me tell you something. Real women don't call themselves bad bitches, Barbies, or dimes because real men don't carry chains, play with toys, or wife dogs. Message.
Then finally she decided to do good. That was a welcome gesture. People close to her was really happy, but unfortunately, that did not last long. Jason stopped taking calls and did not show up to work, but his bank account was active. His mom was very worried and tried to get his girlfriend to tell them where he is, but she kept saying she didn't know. People were very skeptical about her, especially because she was a very jealous woman who had made statements in the past saying, Jason will never leave him alive. Jason's mom was crying every day while Vianita hid her sadistic secret from them. His mom was told to go search the house, and lo and behold, she was shocked when she went there. A back door, which had been removed from its hinges in the past, was moved by Jason's son and his grandmother, which allowed them to enter the home. Jason was found dead underneath a pile of clothes and blankets. He was shot multiple times. After a long search, 5 days later, Jason's body was finally discovered in the decomposing stages. When Vianita arrived at the crime scene in Jason's silver BMW and started fake crying, with no tears. It was later discovered that Vianita shot Jason in the living room, dragged his body into a small bedroom, moved a couch to block the door, and used Clorox, rags, and a mop to clean up his blood. She had been sleeping next to him all this time before his son discovered him. Detectives reported Vianita's trail of lies included telling neighbors that her friend had fired the gunshots nearby, and telling relatives that she and her boyfriend had broken up because he was cheating on her with a problematic ex-girlfriend. After the investigation, detectives reported that all of the evidence, including cell phone and GPS records, pointed to Vianita, who had used Jason's phone to access his bank account and complete a Zelle transfer. She tried to create an alibi by speaking to neighbors and sending text messages from Jason's cell phone after killing him. She even tried painting his death as a possible self-harming while speaking to investigators, going so far as to pull off a bout of fake crying, with no tears. Investigators said she sent various messages with Jason's phone after she killed him. I'm with my friend from the past, Vianita allegedly wrote in a message to Jason's sister from the alleged victim's phone. You don't remember her, the white girl in from Lee County, she said, according to police. Me and Vita aren't working out, so she went back to her family's house, and I'm single now. She can't take all the stress that's going on and the car and the living situation and having no hot water, so whatever. After killing Jason, Vianita allegedly drove his car around and used Zelle to send herself $500 from his bank account. She took to Facebook on December 11, 2024, to put up her Satan post, which reads, God first, working, family, and living comfortably is all that's on my mind, staying focused so I stay in my lane, please stay in yours. Distractions always come up when you want and desire what every real woman dreams of, so Satan gets busy, but you gotta know when he's working so you can let God handle up on your behalf. Can't get me, but he will get got messing round with a anointed child of God. Asterisk, to God be the glory and all the praises, amen. Solid as they come, they don't makem like me no mo, last of my dying breed. Detroit, Michigan. Superscript 1 ply a cut from a different cloth you can't buy in STOE. 1, 313, minus 48,215 real niggas know me to the 305, 33,316 and 954-33311B. Still the same gutta as Eva, don't get this shit twisted, I am just humble now. Vianita's arraignment on charges of murder with a firearm and using the personal identification information of a deceased person for fraud was on May 28, according to court records. Vianita pleaded not guilty to the charges and was denied bond. She was subsequently found guilty of second-degree murder. What an evil person. She killed him and lived with him for days until his body was discovered. Our sincere condolences to the friends and families of Jason Bloomfield.
Boy, he looked just like his mom, bruh. This fool drinking a Guinness? He a damn tedder?
What an evil person. She killed him and lived with him for days.
How'd she get second degree?
Until his body was discovered. Our sincere condolences.
Well, you your mother child, bro. He looked Jamaican, too. He looked like a tedder. He do. I can see it. Definitely can see it.
Condolences to the friends and families of Jason Bloomfield. May his soul continue to rest in peace.
Jason Bloomfield.
Person for fraud was on May 28, according to court records. Vianita pleaded not guilty to the charges and was denied bond. She was subsequently found guilty of second-degree murder. What an evil person. She killed him.
How you get second degree? Big salute. G Honda. What up, boy? It's running in the banner, Big G. We done doing the winter donation, bro. We wrapped it up 2 days ago. But if that's what you was looking for, but it's in the banner. Ties, drop it, please. Big salute to G Honda, my man. Yeah, how she get second degree? Oh my God. Brenda, question.
Of course, Trin. Go right ahead and hit me with your question.
What is second degree murder in Florida?
The good old second degree murder question. So basically, second degree murder is typically defined as an intentional killing that isn't premeditated or planned in advance. It's kind of like you intended to do harm, but you didn't have a long-standing plan to kill someone. It's more serious than manslaughter, but not as deliberate as first-degree murder, which is fully premeditated. So in a nutshell, second-degree murder sits in that middle ground of intentional but not pre-planned killing.
What's the sentencing time frame, minimum and maximum?
Sentencing for second-degree murder can really vary a lot depending on the jurisdiction. In the US, for example, there's no single universal time frame. It really depends on the state laws and circumstances. In some states, second-degree murder might have a minimum sentence of around 10 or 15 years, and it can go all the way up to life in prison depending on the severity of the crime, prior convictions, and other factors. So there's a pretty wide range, and it really depends on where the crime is prosecuted and the specific details of the case.
What about Florida?
So in Florida, second-degree murder is considered a first-degree felony. Typically, that means there's a minimum sentence of around 16 or 17 years. And if a firearm is involved, that minimum jumps up to about 25 years. So yeah, Florida has some pretty clear guidelines on that.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Trin. Anytime you need the details, I've got you covered. Just let me know what else you need.
Jesus Christ, bro. Got second degree. At least you're gonna get some time for real. Rest in peace to bro. He definitely look West Indian though. Definitely do. He got them features. Let's burn the next one, G. The CIP is on, and I want to go kick it with Cuzzo because I ain't kicked it with Cuzzo since he been back. We're gonna kick it with Cuzzo. Want some updates on the madness. But to get into the main topic right now, after we do the main topic, do shout outs and we do a roll call and we out this joint, you heard? And we're gonna go kick it with Cuzzo. First shot, first live since he been back. You hear me? Boom, boom, boom. Did Brenda come true that time? Did it work? I think it worked because I actually selected it. Damn. Cal Poly beat UC Irvine. Sweet. 3 sets out of there. Send them back to the crib. Cal State. Fullerton is playing. Who they playing? Santa Barbara. Set 2. Okay. Heard enough crime for tonight. We go tonight. I love. Take care. Don't just go to bed. Go holler at CIP. This is the first time he been back. The hell wrong with you? Don't be rude.
With me until a day about, let's see, the 80s, the late 80s.
The coded messages, the bloody shirt pieces, the masked attacks. For 44 years, the Zodiac killer haunted California and evaded capture. Now investigators claim a breakthrough that changes everything. They found a man whose name creates a hidden message when removed from the killer's ciphers. His gun collection was scattered before his death. His neighbors lived in fear. His own wife suspected him, but was too terrified to speak. When she finally did, her words changed everything. It all goes back to December 20th, 1968. David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen were on their first date. They were good kids. David was an Eagle Scout and school leader. Betty Lou was an honor student. That night, they told Betty Lou's parents they were going to a festival. But there was no festival. Around 11:20 p.m., a driver found them shot to death at a gravel turnout on Lake Herman Road. It was a well-known lover's lane. Their lives ended before they could even start. 6 months later, it happened again. July 5th, 1969. Darlene Farron, 22, and Michael Majot, 19, were in a parked car at Blue Rock Springs Park. Just after midnight, a stranger shot them with a 9mm pistol. Darlene died. Michael survived, even though he was badly injured. He remembered the man was short and very heavy, at least 195 pounds. Then came September 27th, 1969. Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were relaxing near Lake Berryessa. A man appeared wearing a black hood with a white...
That's crazy that what he wore. His outfit was a black hood. And that's
cross
crazy.
circle symbol. He tied them up, said it was a robbery, then stabbed them both. 6 times for Brian, 10 times for Cecilia. He even wrote on their car door with a marker, listing all the dates of his attacks. Brian lived. Cecilia didn't. 2 weeks later, on October 11th, the killer struck in San Francisco. Paul Stein, a 29-year-old taxi driver, picked up a passenger in the city. In Presidio Heights, that passenger shot him in the head. This time, the killer didn't run off quietly. He tore off a piece of Stein's bloody shirt and sent it to a newspaper to prove it was him. By then, the letters had already started. On July 31st, 1969, 3 newspapers in California received strange letters. Each one came from someone calling himself the Zodiac. Inside each envelope was a piece of a coded message, 408 symbols in total, split between the San Francisco Chronicle, the San Francisco Examiner, and the Vallejo Times. The message came with a threat. If the newspapers didn't print the cipher on their front pages, he would start killing over the weekend. Panic spread fast. Police were scrambling. So were readers. But the biggest shock wasn't what the killer wrote. It was who solved it. Donald and Betty Harden, a schoolteacher couple from Salinas, sat down with the letters. They had no special training, no FBI tools, just sharp minds and patience. Betty had a hunch that the word kill would show up in the message. She was right. That guess helped unlock the pattern. In just days, they cracked the entire 408 symbol code. But what the message said was even more disturbing than the threat. It didn't reveal the killer's name like he promised. Instead, it said, "I like killing people because it is so much fun." The note compared hunting humans to wild animals. He even referenced The Most Dangerous Game, a short story where people are hunted for sport. The message ended with a strange jumble of letters. No one has ever been able to explain that part. The FBI and CIA had also tried to break the code. They failed, but 2 teachers from Salinas beat them to it in less than a week. That stunned everyone, and it proved one thing. The Zodiac wasn't just a killer. He wanted attention. A few months later, in November 1969, the Zodiac mailed another puzzle. This one had 340 characters. It looked even more confusing than the...
You can't be dumb. You can't be a dum-dum. And I'm not giving them praise or giving them shout-outs. But you can't be a dum-dum to create this. Stick by it and write it every time to get your message out. Furthermore, the people that do get the shout-out is the 2 teachers from Salinas that actually cracked it.
First, for 51
But there's a twist.
years, nobody could solve it. Not the FBI, not the best codebreakers. People from all over the world tried. All failed. Then, in December 2020, 3 men finally cracked it. David Oranchak, Jarl Van Eyck, and Sam Blake.
Yeah, how long it took? Yeah, how long it took somebody to crack the next one?
American, a Belgian, and an Australian used computers and math to figure it out. They discovered that the cipher used diagonal patterns and odd spelling tricks to confuse readers. What did it say? "I hope you are having lots of fun in trying to catch me," it began. Then he mocked the idea of going to the gas chamber, saying it would just send him to paradise. He claimed he'd have slaves in the afterlife. It was dark, twisted, and cold. But once again, he didn't give his name. The FBI confirmed the solution in December 2020. It didn't bring justice, but it brought answers and more attention to the case. The Zodiac didn't just write letters, he sent threats, drawings, bomb plans. One time, he mailed a detailed diagram of a bomb meant to blow up a school bus. Another letter came with a cipher called Z32 and included a map. The instructions talked about radians and inches from Mount Diablo, a clue only someone with mapping knowledge would even understand. He also sent the Z13 cipher with just 13 characters after the words, "My name is." Many hoped this one would finally reveal who he was, but it was too short to solve, and many now think he never planned to tell his name anyway. His letters always circled back to one idea. Humans were the ultimate prey. He said killing was more exciting than hunting wild game. He quoted, "the most dangerous game," again and again. His words didn't just scare people. They made schools shut down. Parents kept their kids home. Police took the threats seriously. But no bomb was ever found. And yet, his writing kept getting darker. To this day, 2 ciphers remain unsolved, the Z13 and the Z32. The Z13 is short, only 13 characters, but still a mystery. The Z32 came with that strange map, and may be linked to a bombing plan, or even Donna Lass's disappearance. French engineer Faisal Ziraoui claimed to have found clues using the same method that solved the 340-character cipher. He thinks it points to a spot near Lake Tahoe. Others say the codes might be fake, that they were meant to waste time, or scare people, or throw off police. For over 10 years, a team of over 40 experts, former FBI agents, cops, military vets, forensic pros, and journalists worked non-stop to solve the Zodiac killer case. They weren't guessing. They were chasing leads all across California. They went through old crime reports, rechecked ballistic and forensic evidence, and interviewed people who were ignored for decades. They even hiked deep into the High Sierra, looking for buried weapons based on tips. Every hour of work had one goal: prove that one man, Gary Francis Post, was the Zodiac killer. They didn't start from zero. They started with Post and worked backwards. Every piece of evidence was compared to him. Shell casings, fingerprints, even DNA from his old clothes and family members. Even when police departments refused to hand over key DNA samples, this team kept pushing. They uncovered new crime scenes and widened the Zodiac's map, from San Diego all the way up to Lake Tahoe. Then they found the photos. Poste had a dark room in his home. Inside were hundreds of pictures, but one thing stood out: scars on his forehead, deep and clear. These marks matched the ones seen in Zodiac police sketches from the 1960s. Post got those scars in a brutal car crash back in 1959, a crash that killed another airman. The scars stayed with him until he died at 80. According to the case breakers, the shape, size, and placement of those scars weren't just similar, they were identical. They called the match irrefutable. For the first time, there was a face with physical proof that lined up with the infamous killer's image. But there was more. At Lake Berryessa in 1969, the Zodiac attacked a couple. Military-style boot prints were found near the scene, size 10.5. Post wore that exact size, not just in theory. Photos of him confirmed it. And he wore military boots. He'd served in the Air Force, so that detail wasn't random. Other Zodiac scenes had the same type of prints. On top of that, a paint-covered wristwatch found at another murder scene matched Post's background. He'd worked for decades as a house painter. Boot size, job, habits, it all started lining up. And then came the ciphers. The Zodiac didn't just kill. He mocked police with puzzles, cryptic letters, anagrams. For years, no one could figure them out. But one investigator on the team, Jen Buchholz, a former Army counterintelligence agent, tried something different. She removed the letters in Gary Francis Post from one of the Zodiac's ciphers. What came out was a hidden message. It only worked if you already knew Post's name. According to the case breakers, this wasn't a coincidence. It was a signature move, like Post left a secret for only someone with the right key to find. Still, that wasn't the most chilling part. Before Post died in 2018, he reportedly told at least 6 people he was the Zodiac killer. Not just rumors, actual confessions. 3 of those were written down in sworn court affidavits. Neighbors, friends, even one person who claimed Post tried to groom him into becoming a killer. The darkest moment came when Post's own wife supposedly told neighbors she had always suspected him, but was too scared to speak. Gary Francis Post was born on November 8, 1937, in the quiet town of Potsdam, New York. His father, Glenn, was 27 at the time. His mother, Elva, raised him alongside 2 siblings. Nothing about his early years hinted at the darkness that would follow. He grew up in a sleepy, snow-covered town near the Canadian border, known more for colleges than crime. It was the late 1930s, and America was just pulling out of the Great Depression. Only
That's why they didn't do the background type stuff like that. Because the documentary is long. I kind of just want to get straight to it, get a short video. We could chop it up real quick and be done with it. It's spooky season. You heard?
to be thrust into World War II. Life was hard, but Gary's childhood seemed ordinary. That's what makes the rest of his story so disturbing. As a young adult, Gary joined the United States Air Force. That's where things took a sharp turn. He wasn't just another recruit. He received advanced training in codes and ciphers. Military code-breaking techniques from his era were later found in the Zodiac killer's letters. He also worked as a radar technician, mastering complex calculations, map reading, and pattern recognition. These weren't common skills, and they eerily matched what the Zodiac was doing with his letters. He also learned how to go undetected, studying communication and surveillance systems, giving him the perfect cover for something far more sinister. In 1959, everything changed. Gary was 21 and stationed near Rockville, Indiana. One night, drunk and riding in a Jeep with another airman, they slammed into a railroad tunnel wall. The driver died instantly. Gary survived, but just barely. His skull was shattered, his face destroyed. Doctors feared he wouldn't make it. He spent weeks in the hospital undergoing multiple surgeries. They had to remove all his teeth. He wore dentures for the rest of his life. Deep scars formed on his forehead, scars that matched the Zodiac sketch. After that crash, people close to him noticed something else. Gary became cold, moody, sometimes violent. It was the kind of change people didn't understand back then. But now, it raises red flags. Then came the transfer that would isolate him completely. The Air Force sent Gary to Thule Air Base in Greenland, just 750 miles from the North Pole. Temperatures dropped to minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperatures dropped to minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. In winter, there was no sunlight for months. There was nothing but snow, radar screens, and silence. That kind of isolation breaks a person. His colleagues 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Raises red flags. Then came the transfer that would isolate him completely. The Air Force sent Gary to Thule Air Base in Greenland, just 750 miles
That was my first discipline right there.
from the North Pole. Temperatures dropped to minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperatures dropped to minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. In winter, there was no sunlight for months. There was nothing but snow, radar screens, and silence. That kind of isolation breaks a person. His colleagues said he came back different, distant, paranoid, cold. Even the boats that carried airmen there were called Zodiac boats. Some believe that's where the infamous name came from. And what Gary brought back with him wasn't just frostbite. It was something darker. In 1970, as suddenly as the Zodiac killings stopped in the Bay Area, Gary moved to Groveland, California, a remote one-road town in the Sierra Nevada mountains, about 150 miles from San Francisco. He left the city behind just as the Zodiac vanished. To many investigators, this timing was too perfect to ignore. Gary never left Groveland again. He died there in 2018, but his name wouldn't die with him. When Gary moved to Groveland, he married a single mother. From the outside, it looked like he had settled down, but neighbors later revealed that the marriage was a sham. They never shared a bedroom, never kissed, never held hands. It was a cover. His wife eventually confessed to neighbors that she had long suspected he was hiding something, but never had the courage to go to the police. By day, Gary painted houses. In fact, he once painted the home of Clint Eastwood's mother. But at night, he allegedly ran a secret group, a posse of young men who followed his every order. Locals described them as loyal, secretive, and dangerous. Gary didn't just teach them to paint. He trained them in violence. He took them into the woods and taught them to kill. They slaughtered animals for fun. One story claimed he set up salmon hooks to bleed bears out while he watched and laughed. Another said he taught them how to make explosives, pipe bombs strong enough to level homes. One former member said Gary ordered a man to be shot and killed at a lake in the mountains. That case is still being investigated. The idea that he wasn't just a lone killer, but a leader of violent young men, makes this story even more terrifying. Gary's control didn't stop there. He allegedly targeted local police. When a new officer moved into town, rocks would fly through their window, every single time. It wasn't random. It was a warning. Some officers quit and left. Others stayed quiet. Gary's posse also lent guns to suicidal people and intimidated anyone who crossed their path. The town lived in fear. Nobody dared challenge him. All the while, he painted houses, smiled at neighbors, and blended in. Gwenny grew up in Groveland, California, in the house right next to Gary Francis Post. She was just a little girl in the 1970s and 1980s when Post and his wife started babysitting her. At first, it felt normal. They were friendly neighbors, but very quickly, things took a dark turn. Post didn't just babysit. He trained her. He would take her deep into the woods 5 times a week and teach her how to shoot guns. Not once or twice, 5 times a week. She was just a child. And it wasn't fun. It felt strange. And it scared her. Behind closed doors, Post showed a side that Gwenny says still haunts her. He was cruel to his wife, Mary. Gwenny remembers how Mary was forced to sleep on the couch while Post walked around like a king. He had 2 faces. In public, he smiled. In private, he controlled, screamed, and frightened. Gwenny now believes she spent her childhood next door to the Zodiac killer. In 2018, she had a phone call with Mary, who quietly said, "Gary is a very bad man, and I'm sorry I didn't tell the cops about what he has done." That single sentence broke Gwenny. Suddenly, everything made sense. Chris Avery was one of the young men Post pulled into his strange world. He called them his posse. At first, Chris thought Gary was just a tough outdoorsman. He even said Gary had a great side. But soon, Chris saw...
Imagine building your own little army to get down. Was he prepping these people to become, you feel me, activated?
All that meant. Post didn't hunt for food. He killed for fun. Bears, deer, otters, ferrets. He didn't just shoot them. He played with the bodies. Chris said Gary seemed to enjoy the blood. And worse, he trained the boys around him to become like him, teaching them how to survive, how to hunt, and how to kill without feeling anything.
Exactly.
Chris only realized years later how twisted it was. He said Gary had no conscience. Michelle had a different kind of nightmare. She was the common-law wife of Post's son. They were together for 10 years and had a child. But when the relationship ended, her life turned into hell. Gary Post didn't just get angry. He sent his posse after her. They smashed her windows, damaged her car, even attacked her. She had to leave California just to stay alive. Even after Post died in 2018, some of those boys kept coming after her. They still listened to Gary's voice, even from the grave. Michelle said the psychological pain was worse than the bruises. Gary may not have murdered her, but he destroyed her life in his own way. Years after those babysitting days, Gwenny had one final conversation with Mary. It was a quiet phone call. Mary was now old, living in a care home, but her words changed everything. She said, "I'm sorry that I didn't tell the cops about his Zodiac past." That was it, nothing more. But for Gwenny, it was the last puzzle piece. That one line was an unspoken confession. Mary had known all along, and she had kept the secret. Gwenny felt sick. Not just because she believed Gary was the Zodiac, but because people around him might have helped hide it. On purpose, or out of fear. The most terrifying story.
That's it, G. Imagine him influencing, let's say 5. So now you have 1 that influenced 5 to step out there and do the same shit that he did. The mind is something that you have to train, man. You have to train your mind. Look how many people said they were sorry for not saying something earlier. Out of just fear. That's it. It's nothing dramatic but to come out the end of this, to be honest. We could, it's only like 7. We could.
Comes from a man named Will. He was just a teenager when he joined Post's posse in the late 80s. At first, it felt like an adventure, but very quickly, it became a nightmare. Will said Gary could kill anything, anytime, without blinking. Wild animals, pets, anything. And he made others do it too. Will said Gary once hung meat in trees and nailed hooks into the trunks. He'd trap bears just to watch them bleed. He'd sit in a lawn chair and laugh. He needed to kill. It wasn't about survival. It was about feeling power. Eventually, Will got scared enough to confront him. He asked if Gary was the Zodiac. Gary didn't deny it. He attacked Will with a 5-pound hammer. That night, Will ran. He never looked back. He went into hiding and stayed hidden for years. Even now, the memory of Gary Post still terrifies him. In 2016, something shocking happened. Gary Francis Post, 78 years old, was arrested for domestic violence. He had allegedly pushed his wife down the stairs. Police took him to Tuolumne County Jail. For a man once suspected of being the Zodiac killer, this wasn't just another arrest. It was a disturbing turn in a life already full of dark mystery. The Zodiac case had remained unsolved for nearly 50 years, and now Post was back in the justice system. Not for cryptic letters or random murders, but for an act of violence at home. It was personal, and it was brutal. Many began to wonder if this late-life crime was another glimpse of the same rage that had terrified California in the 1960s. But Post never stood trial. After the arrest, doctors checked his mental state. Their findings were clear. He couldn't understand what was going on. He didn't know why he had been arrested. He couldn't help his lawyers. The court ruled him mentally incompetent. He was sent to a state hospital in California, where he spent the rest of his life under psychiatric care. It was a strange ending for a man some believed to be one of America's most elusive killers. He had mocked the police for decades with codes and riddles. Now, he could barely speak or understand simple things. Justice, if ever due, would never come. Gary Francis Post died on August 23, 2018. He was 80. He passed away at St. Joseph's Medical Center. The cause of death was long and grim. Sepsis, septic shock, trouble swallowing, and dementia. He also had high blood pressure, weak bones, a slow thyroid, and irregular heartbeats. His final days were painful. This wasn't a peaceful death. It was slow and full of suffering. Afterward, his ashes were scattered in the Sierra Mountains. For a man wrapped in so much mystery, it felt like a symbolic end, his remains disappearing into the wild, just like the Zodiac had vanished so many years ago. But even in death, Post left behind questions. In his final years, Post started giving things away. Not money, not clothes. He gave out guns, bullets, and over 1,000 shell casings. He handed them to people he liked, people in his community. Most didn't realize what these gifts really were. There were parts of pistols, bags of gunpowder, and bullets from 25 different calibers. Some were hidden in closets. Others sat in basements for years. This wasn't just a collector cleaning house. It felt like something more. Maybe a message, maybe a legacy, maybe guilt. Whatever it was, the scale of it was chilling. And these gifts could now be the missing pieces that finally prove what many have suspected for decades. After Post died, things got serious. A team called the Case Breakers, former cops, military men, and forensic experts stepped in. They found the stash. They boxed it all up and sent it to labs in 3 different states. These labs began testing everything: shells, guns, fingerprints, and DNA. They even compared old police sketches of the Zodiac to a photo of Post from 1963. The scars on his forehead matched. The Case Breakers believe they're close. Very close. They say this evidence might finally prove Gary Francis Post was the Zodiac killer. But the FBI didn't buy it. In fact, their response couldn't have been clearer. The San Francisco field office said the FBI's investigation into the Zodiac killer remains open and unsolved. That wasn't a soft denial. It was direct and final. They refused to give more details out of respect for the victims and their families. But their message was clear. This mystery was not over. Not even close. The case breakers went further. They said Post also killed Sherry Jo Bates in Riverside in 1966. But the Riverside police quickly shut that down. Officer Ryan Railsback said there was no link. We don't know how we can be any more clear. They even mentioned a 2016 letter where someone admitted that an earlier note tying Bates to Zodiac was fake. A hoax. Just a sick joke. The police still offer a $50,000 reward for real answers. That case remains wide open, and Gary Post is not part of their theory. Tom Voigt, who has spent 25 years researching the Zodiac, was blunt. He called the case breakers' claims hot garbage. He told Rolling Stone there was no real evidence, just attention-seeking noise. One of their biggest arguments was that Post had scars on his forehead, which matched the Zodiac sketch. Voigt crushed that idea. He said no witness ever mentioned forehead scars. The lines were added by the artist, not based on real sightings. If Post had scars, Voigt argued, that actually makes him less likely to be the Zodiac, not more. It flips the theory on its head. There's another detail that adds mystery. In 2017, a year before Post died, San Francisco police actually looked into him. They even visited him in jail. That's rare for such an old case. But they stayed quiet about what happened. They never said if they talked to him, what they found, or if they ruled anything out. That silence says a lot. It means they didn't get enough to act. But they were curious. Still, nothing came from it. No charges. No public conclusion.
It stayed with me.
Can't charge a dead man, can you? You can't charge him. It's not the dead man. He's still out there. It's not the dead man. I heard he already been caught through the DNA sampling. Some people dropped some samples off, whatever the case is. Either way. Still, no real conclusion. Some say yes, some say no. Could it be a neighbor? Right? Could it be one of those old people in those Walmart mobile with the cart things? Who knows? Nobody knows, right? There's no real conclusion to it. There's none, which is fine. At that age, right? Think about what age he is right now. Right? It's all good. Well, it's not all good, but he can't really do nothing. But yeah, that was it, man. What's the Zodiac sign? Y'all keep listening to these damn people talking about Zodiac signs if y'all want to. We had 23 bars in the bayou. It's 23 now? Shit. I know the number got to 23. All right, good luck. Appreciate you. I know exactly what case you're talking about. Send me a link to it so I can start digging into the World Wide Web. Yo, that was it. I appreciate everybody for pulling up to the town square. You already know how we get down with all this cleaning, all this fear. Big salute to all the generals that came through. Shout out to the MSD lovelies that came by and hung out for the night. Y'all know it's a love thing. From the crown to the ground, you know how we get down. Yo, take care of yourself so you can take it to people that surround you. And love yourself so you love the people that surround you. Remember, this thing of life is not a sprint, but it is a marathon. So train every day like the marathon is tomorrow. Always be prepared, right? So you don't have to get prepared. Once again, closing out, I want to say thank you so much for everybody who donated to the winter blanket and socks drive. We do have enough bread. We have enough bread to get socks and blankets, right? We came out and we showed up. We just got to put the next phase into motion where we talk to some people and one or two businesses that I know that they have it. I know that they had it. I know that they had it, and they did these specials around this time. So I'm gonna investigate that this weekend, and I'll give y'all an update really, really soon. Y'all know it's the love thing, peace, power, and prosperity to the village gang. About to head over to CIP and kick it. CIP just got back, but first stream since he been back. About to go over there and hang out with Cuzzo. You already know. Reaper just dropped the link over there. That's where we headed to. Yo, come pull up. Yo!